Oh, no, don't do that. Oh. Okay, that is nice. That is too far. Oh, no. Oh, no. This a do. Honey, while I wait for somebody to come, honey, excuse me. Come on, where is everyone? What is the tea, darling? What's the tea? Honey, my fish is sitting here waiting. Hey, welcome. I'm trying to give just, a few more people an opportunity to get here while things are just getting going, okay? I got the first thing that I could see on this glass table that I did not have to break, darling. Okay? Welcome. I gotta make sure I can see you guys' comments. Yes, honey, it's Nick at night. We doing it nighttime now. We doing it at night. Yes. Hold on. So to get things really popping, and since children cannot watch this video, we're just gonna take a shot. Gonna take a shot while I answer a couple of questions. I'm sorry I was not able to do Monday motivation with you guys. I woke up with a terrible headache. And I took one of those PM pills, one of those Advil PMs, because that's all that we had. And I don't normally take a lot of medicine, so that PM took me out, honey. It took me all the way out, okay? Just giving some people a couple of more minutes. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of Q&A and a little bit of Monday motivation on this Wednesday while we are dealing with Hurricane Zelda. I know poor Louisiana, we are gonna keep them lifted in prayer. We're gonna keep them lifted in prayer. Yes, hold on. So we're gonna take a shot to a good show. Okay, good things in the future. Orchids for Dummies year 2, honey, year 2. All of my new subscribers and, just having a good time in my Facebook group called Fab Pal. Here we go. Yes, honey, yes. So as I was saying in my Facebook group Fab Pal yesterday, which was Tuesday, I did a live class talking about humidity. So until I get any questions, some of the things that I left off, which is not a lot about humidity, is you want to make sure that you are providing that humidity predominantly in the midnight hours, early in the morning. That is when your Phalaenopsis Orchid in particular are going to open up, honey, and just start, is going to do all that it needs to do. We grow while we sleep. So it's the same thing with Phalaenopsis Orchids. And as far as humidity, think about when you wake up, that dew point, all of that fog that you see, that condensation coming up from the grass. That's because they did the very same thing that I'm telling you to do with your Phalaenopsis orchids. So in the daytime, you don't really have to worry a lot about that extra humidity. What else did I leave off about humidity? That was one of the main things. So, Fab Pals, let's go ahead and get to some motivation because, like I said, it's a lot going on with Hurricane Zelda out there. Thank you, honey. It's okay, Tia. Thank you, honey. Somebody help me, Jesus. Oh my God, Lord, I'm taking shots at honey, girl. I ain't got nobody, girl. What's the tea? So, like I said, yes, in the Facebook group, I did a live class just talking about humidity, the importance of having good humidity in your home and for your Phalaenopsis orchids in particular. So, if anybody had any questions that viewed that video that was there, had any additional questions, let me know. I'm waiting on my husband and my daughter to get home. If you are just tuning in, I said I apologize for not doing Monday motivation. I woke up with a headache, okay, and it just took me out. So going into the motivating part, you know, yesterday, not yesterday, but today. Today I woke up. Hey, Pal Joy, love you. Thank you. I won't be before you long. So today I woke up and someone had hit my truck. And I don't know, it was like, oh my God. My Fal Pals in my Facebook group, Fal Pal, they know that, girl, I've been not complaining, but just, you know, really frustrated. We got this brand new truck, and it seemed like ever since we got that truck, it's been one thing after another. Like, oh my God. And so I was listening to those thought processes, and I was almost to the point where I was like, man, I kind of hate that I got that truck. It's coronavirus time and things like that. And so I want to motivate you guys if you start to have those negative thoughts. And like I said, it's common with everyone. But the same way that we train animals, we train people in relationships, and we train coworkers, you want to control your mind so you're not, you know, being distracted from being what God has called you to be, and, you know, to do whatever it is that you can do creatively without all of the stress and the tension. Because when I'm stressed out and I got a lot of tension, it's like I get really agitated, and sometimes I can take that agitation out on those that are closest to me. So by us training our minds, we will be in a more positive space. Okay, so I immediately said to those negative thoughts, no, I'm going to have a positive perspective on this. I thank God and I'm very grateful that I'm in a position to be able to afford all of this extra maintenance in our 2 car accidents in 1 year. I hit a parked car, and honey, I got hit while I was a parked car. So it's like, and then the people who hit me did not leave a note. They don't want to come forward. And so it's just like really frustrating. But I'm not going to let the devil get the best of me. I'm not going to let the devil steal my joy. As I said, I'm going to relish in the fact that I am in a position to be able to handle all of this stress, all of this extra, you know, all these extra bills going towards insurance and going towards tires and windshields and all of that thing, darling. So if you're going through something that is negative in your life and it's just playing out in your head, go ahead and just think of something to negate that. When I have negative things going on in my life, I like to do the best that I can to make it positive. What can be a positive outcome of this? For instance, if I put out a video and it only gets you know, 100 or 200 views in a long period of time, instead of me, and I felt as if I put my best into that video, instead of me just getting a defeated attitude and saying, oh, da, 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 what I'm going to look at, what can I do better? Not the fact that I'm not doing something that people, you know, I can't build an audience to, but what can I do in my video as far as my delivery, my message, as far as, you know, making sure I'm asking people to like my video and subscribe, simple things like that. So I said that to say this: don't be in those negative thoughts and don't be around negativity. If you're in a relationship, if you're living with somebody, it's okay. We love you, girl. We love you. I was asking for questions. Yes, ma'am, honey. I'm happy to be here with you guys tonight. And like I said, getting out of those negative feelings and those negative thoughts. And if you're around somebody, you're living with somebody that is being negative, hopefully they're not a negative person in general. But for instance, my husband called me, and it just came to me now. But my husband had called me on his lunch break, and it's like he just called me to just fuss, to really be. He was on one. He was on one. Now I'm at home. It's raining. I'm washing clothes. I'm in chilled. I'm feeling good and stuff. And here I'm in a good, mood, good energy, everything. So here he comes calling me, yeah, 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 and yeah, 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 and yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, hold on, wait a minute, honey. I said, honey, let me call you back. At first, I said, instead of thinking about it in this negative way, think about it this way. Well, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed to be in a position or X, Y, and Z. And so he still was going on and on. I was like, look here. I got to do a live video tonight. And girl, I can't do this negative. I can't do this negative energy, honey. I got to talk to you when you get home, honey. I love you. I can't do it. I don't do the bugs and I can't do this negative energy. Now, a lot of you that are stressed out and, just real nervous about the whole voting process, the whole voting election. Girl, if you can go get your hair done. Girl, if you can go to Walmart and go get you a DVD from Redbox, you can take the chance to go and vote. The CDC advises that you be in and out. Now, some of us got lines, so you want to get you a chair and you want to double up on those masks, okay? If you at home quarantine, you want to double up on the mask. And don't be afraid to tell them, hey, honey, girl, I'm not with all that mask off foolishness, honey. Can you bag back, honey? This is my God-given right to vote. Bag back, honey. So we will not be entertaining any type of Karens, any type of foolishness. I know they said on the news that there was a whole bunch of rioting and a whole bunch of protesting going on. And I could be wrong, but Philadelphia, I could be wrong. But like I said, at the end of the day, people still out there protesting. And it's just such a tough, it's such a hot topic. Because on one hand, we all want law and order. And then on the other hand, it's like, well, damn, how long people got to keep getting shot and killed? And it's like men, women, and young people, and they are, for the most part, people of color like me. And, I saw on the presidential debate, one of the commentators had actually asked a question, and she referenced, a moment that us as black parents have to educate our children on, police brutality and how to respond in the event that you get pulled over. And I was like, oh my, I wasn't even listening. I was kind of listening for an entertainment perspective, because I was like, I know we're not going to get any answers. So I'm, cleaning up, doing this and that. And I heard that. I said, who? Y'all know about that? So now that it's a reality, and I mean, you can't say that no one knows about it. You can't say that it's something that you are oblivious to. What I challenge you guys to do, because outside of training your mind, you have to actually do something positive. That's the law of karma. That's just the checks and balances. That's everything. Okay, that's Einstein, honey. You have to put out some positive attributes or some positive things to receive positivity. So I said that to say this. Don't forget to do something for someone else. Don't forget to be a blessing to someone. Like I said, don't forget about the people that are unfortunately going through divorces, separations, anxiety, separation from, the world. Don't forget about these people. Just because you are, in your feelings and, you might not be living your best life right now, don't forget about those people that are in a worse situation than you, Like, for instance, I'm doing this video, honey. I want to be at home chilling, having a good time. But I said, honey, I know somebody out there just needs to hear something positive, to know something positive is going on. I tell you one thing, if you don't know, honey, girl, they blew my phone up again. They blew it up. Talking about Fair Pale Amy, the Orchid Whisperer, is back. And honey, she is. And I'm just so excited to see what videos that she has coming out. If she plans on, being social. Okay, not to just a select few of people, but if she's going to be social to everyone. So I'm really excited about that. And I see Fair Pal Todd with Taj Tropics. He wants to start ranking. So we're sending him out positive vibes that we will start seeing him on YouTube, when we hit the search bar. So just a lot of good things, a lot of positivity. And I just welcome you guys. If this is your first orchid, if this is your first winter growing orchids, I just welcome you guys to a loving community, a community where it's a lot of diverse, crazy, silly people like me. Yes, God. Yes, God. I don't want you guys to think that growing orchids is boring. Growing orchids is fabulous. It's fabulous and it's fun, darling. It's fabulous and it's fun. I was watching an old video of mine from 2 years ago, and it was the video saying, help, what am I doing wrong with my orchid? I was thinking to myself, I was like, it'd be real cool to, answer some of my own questions from back in the day. And, girl, I had tried to start waterculture. I tried to start waterculture for the first time. I got some advice off of Facebook. And, honey, I'd have cut the whole stem off the orchid. I cut all the roots, and then I cut the base of the Phalaenopsis off. And I said, well, I'm cutting it off because it's not doing anything. Girl, we can't do that. We can't do that. No, we can't do that. And so it's like all of those experiences that I shared with you guys are my first, and they are so well worth it. You're going to make mistakes growing orchids, especially if you have no green thumb, no previous growing experience. If you have a plant and you have an orchid that you absolutely have to keep alive because somebody gave it to you that you can't get a replacement from. They're no longer with us, or it's a memory plant. What you want to do is put that orchid in a bright window, water it once a week, fertilize it every now and then with a low dosage, and leave it alone. Repot it, honey, when it start just dying from just sitting there. Not from you moving it here and there and doing this and doing that. But when it start dying or declining from just chilling, then that's when you want to go ahead and do that emergency repot. But for everybody else, honey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I wish you well. I wish you success on your first repot. I know that it's exciting to get on Amazon and start doing all these reviews and, trying to, find out what's the best fertilizer, because as a new beginner, you're thinking, well, the more that I fertilize it, the more that it's going to grow. But girl, that's just not how it works. It's not how it works. But Fail Pals, you guys are not asking me any questions. And I did my best to be here today. I'm doing my best to get into a routine that I will continue. Some people have to learn from their mistakes. Exactly. I did forget to say that. Yes, if you're growing orchids, the best way to learn is from your mistakes. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Do not be afraid to make mistakes after you have made videos advising other people to do those things. So, with that being said, new beginners, you want to make sure that you are taking these educational videos, if you will, with a grain of salt. And I say that because I know that you're not only watching just my channel, you're probably watching many of the great people in the orchid community. With that being said, all of us grow differently. Pal Danielle has released a video how she has umpteen spikes going on at one time. Now, me and Pal Danielle started growing at the exact same time, and we have different living conditions, different living arrangements, and our growing methods are very different. It's not to say that her growing method is better or my growing method is worse. It's just to say that with the Phalaenopsis orchid in particular, that it's so many different ways that you can grow and have success. But the main key factor is stability and getting a routine going. That is one of the most important things that the Phalaenopsis orchid will teach you besides patience. Because some of us rebel against routine. We hate doing the same thing over and over. Girl, I'm one of those people. But being one of those people, I can absolutely verify that after growing orchids and starting a routine, it is easier. It is less stressful when you can plan ahead and know what lies ahead. So when you wake up and you're like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to... And sometimes I still do that. And thank God that my husband is now in a position to say, hey, you're doing too many things at one time. I like to think that I'm able to multitask, but at the end of the day, I'm looking and I really can't see anything that has been fully done. It's like scattered brain. So you want to focus on one specific thing and then work your way up. I think my next class on my next orchid class in my Facebook group Pal is going to be on how to keep your home clean. Because if you did not know, honey, Pal Darrell would tell you, especially if you have an infestation of bugs, that the orchids, girl, Phalaenopsis orchids in particular, they don't like a nasty house. So you gotta keep it clean. If you don't keep it clean for your man, you don't keep it clean for your child, you got to keep it clean for your orchids now. You got to keep it clean, I'm trying to tell you. Just like you see my lovely clean fish aquarium. It's going to stay clean because mama cleans it once a week. Yes, God, it's a routine. Because if I don't do a routine, and I tried it. Girl, I had went 3 weeks without cleaning it, and once I started to try to clean it, it was just unbearable. I had to take everything apart, take everything out, and hand clean it. It was just horrible. It was more work. It was working against yourself, if you will. But Fab Pals, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget that tomorrow is Thursday. We will be having Bible study, hopefully at 7 o'clock. I do my best to make a reasonable time, 7 o'clock. My daughter will be here, so that what makes it a little bit complicated. So how would you feel? Leave in the comment box below. How would you feel if I did Bible study earlier, like at 12 noon? Would you be able to attend if I did at 12 noon? Do you guys got any last things that you would like to say to me? I'm going to take me one last shot while I see what you guys have to say. And I love you guys. I just thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know that this was sporadic. This was at the end of the day, but this is what was most convenient for me because someone hit my car earlier. You know how we can internalize something like on the outside exterior. I was like, well, okay, whatever. But even with me training my mind, you can still internalize those feelings and those emotions. So you have to have a positive outlet. And when it comes to positive outlets, just think of something that you do naturally that you're good at and that you enjoy doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that brings you a monetary gain. If you are a mother and you enjoy being a mother, give that extra attention to your children. Not saying live for them, but go above and beyond. If you don't iron their clothes before they go to school, go ahead and iron their clothes before they go to school. If you do iron their clothes before you go to school, go ahead and pick out their whole week of clothes and iron all of those. And that would be something that you enjoy. Water your orchids. Well, no, I'm not. No, 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 no. Cause I pride myself on you guys not being able to come back and say I made you kill your orchids. So don't listen to me. But I definitely want to keep you guys updated that some of my house plants are going to die because I am not responsible enough to water them. Um, I'm an emotional grower. I didn't water my orchids today because it was so wet outside. All of this rain from Delta. Before I let you go, which I am in the process of letting you go, but let me let you see a couple of blooms, honey, because girl, this probably be the last time you'll be able to see them, and I want to be able to see it. I want to be able to see it because it's such lovely blooms. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, this is my phone. I'm thinking I'm on the computer. I was thinking I'm on the computer, but I'm on the phone. I wanted you to see this. I wanted you to see this beautiful bloom. I don't know why, honey, but this is a Phalaenopsis orchid that I have fallen in love with. And this is just a regular Phalaenopsis orchid that you get from the store. Well, I'll show you her roots and stuff later, but this is like one of the best blooms that's still left. I'm really, really surprised to have any blooms left on this because, I had did that temperature drop in my home for a few days. And so, blooms do not take too kindly to sporadic temperatures, especially frigid temperatures like 65 degrees. So I wanted you guys to... Girl, what is this? She is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man, the flash don't work. Oh, a bloom just fell. But girl, it look like something is in here. Something is not right. I'm gonna have to do some investigation when I get off the phone with you guys, because I definitely don't want to lose this orchid. I mean, it's beautiful, but I do want to test it out and grow it the way that my mother grows it. And so that's what. Oh, so back to I'm still letting you go. So back to different growing methods in YouTube. You want to make sure that you are not growing. Okay. You can't grow the way I grow and grow the way that Pale Danielle grows at the same time. Not for your entire collection. Now, for your entire collection, you want to choose like one or two orchids, to try something different with. This orchid back here, which is a Phalaenopsis orchid that was given to me by Pal Danielle from Danny's Orchid Journey. I hope it's a new leaf growing Pal. But this was my, this, and I also sell these type of pots as well. And so this was the first orchid that I wanted to, I was inspired by Pal Danny. She used a lot of clay pots, and she puts a lot of moss in her clay pots. So this is moss and clay, honey. So honey, and she is bone dry, and that's probably why I got that blast. I don't know, but this is my first Bellenia rebloom. Yes, God, it is. Yes, God. Liliana. Man, why you can't put the flash on here? Enable flash. Boop. Okay, well, let me turn my light on. Fab Pale Liliana, here she goes. I have so enjoyed looking at this beautiful baby, honey. I have enjoyed her. I miss seeing her outdoors. She still has a new spike. I mean, not a spike. I'm speaking it into existence. But a new cane that has grown larger than the canes that produced the flower spikes. But I really don't know if it's getting adequate light, but that's a whole different video. I just wanted to let it be documented, honey, because I just love this. This is my favorite freight. This is my favorite Dendrobium. And I'm grateful to have any blooms left on her. I'd have moved her so many times, honey. So many different lighting fixtures, honey. I am proud of her, honey, for holding her blooms. My husband wants to come down here and smoke those stinky cigars, honey. And honey, girl, honey. Honey. But and then she has the purple on the canes, girl. This is my favorite Dendrobium. Her name is Panama Red. Yes, it is Panama Red. Panama Red, honey. Panama Red. These the fish babies. I gotta turn that flash off for you to be able to see them. And I got one more bloom. Hold on. Hold on. I don't want you to get dizzy. This is what we are going to be talking about Saturday for, sip and see. So I'm not going to get out. I'm not going to get out in her business, but this is my first Cattleya rebloom. And like I said, we will talk about her Saturday for sip and see, honey. Yes, God, honey. Sip and see. In case you want to see some fish, I'm letting you go. They so hungry hippos, but these are my babies, and they can really see good energy. They can see energy. I don't think they can, tell your emotions or anything like that. But the same things with your plants. Anytime you find that you have a lot of negative energy, remember that your plants are a living creature and they do not have any negative energy, and they are putting out positive pheromones, hormones, good stimulation, honey. So, honey, you touch those plants. You touch them and you absorb that good energy, honey. I'm trying to tell you. You absorb it. And so, Fel Pals, that's about it. I thank you guys so much for staying tuned. You guys were so awesome and so fantastic. I don't know where I would be. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. I don't know where I would be without you guys. So, from my growth space to yours. Until next time.